байна уу? За тэгэхээр өнөөдөр манай Enfinity English сургалтын төвийн маань 2 дахь видеог хичээл хүрэх гэж байна. Тэгэхээр өнөөдөр бид онцгой зочинтой байгаа. Тэр зочин маань та бүхэндээ хэрхэн speaking дээр өөрийнхөө ур чадварыг сайжруулах талаар 5 маш чухал зөвлөгөөг өгөх болно. За үүний дараа бид та бүхэндээ IELTS speaking дээр хэрхэн 8 оноод авах талаар mock test-ийг үзүүлэх болно. За тэгэхээр явцгаая. Чингүн бол манай зочин байгаа. Тэгэхээр өнөөдрийн зочин маань үнэхээр ерөөсөө гадаадад амьдарч үзээгүй, удаан хугацаагаар байж үзээгүй. Гэхдээ Монголдо англи хэлийг маш сайн сурсан. Түүний акцент нь үнэхээр гайхамшигтай. Та одоо сонсоод бараг л итгэхгүй байх. За тэгэхээр чингүний өөрийгөө танилцуулаач.
Hello, I'm a junior teacher here at Enfinity English. Today I'll give you 5 tips on to learning the English language. Number 1, the first tip is to mastering the English tip would be get as much exposure to the English language as possible. Read books, movies, TV shows, music, news articles, magazines, and radio shows all in the English language. Second, improvisation. Improving your improvisational skills can help you think of phrases and words to come up with on the spot. Third, confidence. Your English will never improve if you don't put yourself out there. You need to have confidence in your speaking to refine your accent and pronunciation. Number 4, creativity. Creativity has been mentioned before in my previous points. It kind of relates, right? It is a fundamental quality to improve your English craft. Creativity is much like improvisation, as I mentioned before, but it goes a little further than that. You see, improvising requires little to no preparation in order to be utilized, whereas creativity takes your knowledge and pre-planned ideas and expand it even further. Finally, consistency. Stay focused and consistent in your exposure and practices. Don't try to learn quantum physics in English while you are learning basic grammar. Just keep focusing on the task at hand to refine these skills. These are the 5 tips I can give you to mastering the English language. You know, there's a preconceived notion that you must live in a foreign country to learn its language. But that's not really the case because би ер нь Монголд насаараа амьдарсан. Хаач амьдраагүй өөр өмнө Монголд л сурсан. Тэгээд гадаад Америкт очиж амьдрах хэрэггүй. Гэж хүн болгон л одоо Монголд байгаа хүн болгон л над шиг англи хэл сурах боломжтой. Тэгээс чадвартай. Thank you. Our now 2 esteemed teachers will discuss the Canberra 13 book Test 2 speaking part.
Hello, welcome to the IELTS speaking exam, and this part you have a 3-part to answer, and each part I will give you instructions. So can I see your identification card, please? Okay, that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you. And first part, I want to get you know a little bit better, and I will ask about yourself. And first question is, are you happy to be the age you are now?
I think that no one is happy with their current age. When you get into your adolescent years, you wish that time slows down so that you could savor every second of that.
Okay. When you were a child, did you think a lot about your future?
When I was a child, I thought a lot about my future because the environment that I was growing up, it was very challenging, and it required me to think about my future. So my future was not just imaginary stuff. It was very objective, and I worked hard for it at my childhood, and it made me the person that I am now.
Okay. Do you think you have changed as you have got older?
As I got older, everything changed, and this world that we are living, it's very dynamic. It's not static. So when I was like child and when I became an adult and the age that I am now, the worldview that I had when I was a child is not comparable to the worldview I have now. So I think that a lot happened in my life and it changed me.
Okay. What will be different about your life in the future?
I believe that future is what we do now, and if we do good things now, I think that the future will be fruitful, and I'm very optimistic about my future.
Okay, so this is the end of the speaking part 1, and so let's move on to part 2. And this part, I'm gonna ask you about some topics, and this is your topic, and you have 2 minutes to prepare. No, 1 minute to prepare. So you have 2 minutes, okay? Let's get started.
I was 19 years old when I started to use my newly bought iPhone. It was newly released and it really cost me a lot of money. It cost me a lot of fortune to buy it. I started using the device to show, upper class among my friends, and indeed it was something extraordinary. When I first unboxed it, it was something magical. It was everything was new about it. Everything was very fascinating, but it was kind of difficult too because I didn't know how to use the touch screen and I didn't know how to adjust the settings. Everything was brand new for me. After much usage, eventually it got easy and it slowly replaced my laptop. And now I can access anything I want through my phone. And as a result, this new technology helped me to easily connect to any sort of information that I want, from scientific to academic, from languages, any sort of information that is available and on the internet, I can access it through my iPhone. And the good thing about iPhone is that iPhone releases, new versions every year, and with every version, it updates new features, and it makes life so easy to, have an electronic device is very easy for a person to, connect to any sort of information in the world. So I believe that having those devices can really change your life now.
Okay, thank you. Move on to part 3, and in this part I will ask about more discussion topics, also more related to the part 2. And first question is, what is the best age for children to start computer lessons?
I believe that the best age for children to start computer lessons is when they are going to kindergarten. I believe that nowadays using computer has become very easy, and it should be taught in their early primary education, because computer has become an essential part in people's day-to-day life. So they must learn from an early age. I believe that.
Okay, do you think that schools should use more technology to help children learn?
Well, I believe that schools should use more technological devices, because currently we are living in an information era. The more we use technology, the easier it becomes to get more development in the country. So I believe that I agree with this statement.
Okay. Do you agree or disagree that computers will replace teachers one day?
I disagree that computers will replace teachers, because our human beings, they learn from interaction. But interacting virtually will improve your mental status, but it will not improve your physical status. Physical status needs human interaction. So I believe that computers will not have this ability to replace teachers.
Okay, thank you for your time. This is the end of the speaking part.
Thank you very much. I feel very tense because the questions that were asked from me, I have never thought that one day I will give IELTS answers to such kind of questions, especially in the IELTS exam, so I was a bit nervous. But it's a good thing that you have to improvise and use the words that you already know. That would make you easily to get a score of 7.5, and I believe that I got 7.5 or 7.0.
Эхлэх үү? За. Сайн бацгаана уу? Enfinity English-ээс мэдчилж байна. Энэ удаагийн дугаараар бидэнд онцгой зочинтой байгаа. Тестийг удаа үзүүлэх болно. За тэгэхээр let's enjoy it. За. Нэрээр явна шүү дээ. Нэрээр явна шүү дээ. And he's gonna introduce you.